This is Your Sport Swindon, and Dave Webb, the manager of Swindon Supermarine, joins me now. Dave, here's something I'm not used to saying. A loss tonight against Evesham. What went wrong tonight?
I think, first thing I'd like to say is, the players deserve a lot of credit for the run. We simply weren't good enough tonight, simple as that. They came, they set up how they set up, we just didn't adapt. We weren't good in any department tonight up to the levels that we've shown. As I say, second half Saturday, we didn't really reach the level that I wanted, and that's unfortunately how we've performed for long periods of tonight. And as I say, the players get great credit for the run that they've been on, but we've lost, and they've came and we've not really threatened them. Not their goal enough for me tonight, and we're all disappointed, but as I said to the players afterwards, it's always going to end at some point. It's how they react to it now, and we've got to show a massive reaction now to try and win the next game, and it don't come much more difficult than going to Winchester, or a team that have got their own aspirations of the league and the playoffs. So we can't ask for a bigger game. We just need to pick ourselves up very quickly, get smiles back on faces, start believing that we can achieve, and obviously try and win the next game. And that's what we've got to do now. There's no pressure being lifted off us. There's no more pressure on us, I don't believe. We've lost the game of football. We weren't good enough tonight. Simple as that, and that's why we've got beat. We need to analyse that, work out why, deal with that, make sure we select the team properly, and make sure that we get the right players on the pitch on Saturday and try and win that game.
You said there that no areas on the pitch tonight performed well. Why do you think that was?
I don't know, to be honest. I didn't expect us to. The players were well versed, and they should know, having played against Evesham before, what Evesham do and how they work. And they're a very workmanlike side. They come, they battle, they fight. They've got good players in their team. It wasn't like we were playing a team where we knew it'd just be a game that we would win. This was always going to be a very, very tough game. And as I say, after their win at Taunton, you've got to remember they played for over 50 minutes with 10 players at Taunton and won. So that sums them up, really, and it shows what sort of spirit they got. And again, they've come and they've done that job on us tonight. And it's disappointing that we just haven't. We've got in good positions at times. In the first half, we had our chances, got into the wide areas, didn't pick the right pass, cut the shots past the post, but we've given Lance Smith has got in twice and finished well, and against a good side you don't get away with allowing a team to go one and then two in front. You don't come back, and as I say, bad night for us, but we've got to pick ourselves up. There's still 11 games to play. We need to win as many of those as possible if we're going to reach the playoffs or a shot at this championship. Swindon for the drop points again tonight. So I'm sure a lot of teams around us are sat down enjoying the evening's results, but it's down to us now. We've got to pick ourselves up very quickly and try and win the next game.
Certainly, and there are a few eyebrows raised in first the selection of the team tonight as well when you look at Stanners on the bench. What was your thinking in the starting 11 tonight?
I think I thought that Connor Warden would go up front with Brad tonight. We thought we would play more of a 2 rather than Stanners playing in a more subdued, or not subdued, but a more withdrawn 10 role. As I say, everyone's going to have an opinion on who plays and who doesn't play. That was the team that I selected, and the only other change was obviously Ryan O'Hara for Sam Morris. Sam's played a lot of football. Rye's been very patient on the bench, very experienced player. I thought his experience tonight would be vital. I don't think he's done too bad. The game's not won or lost on whether Ryan Stanners or Sam Morris has played. There's enough good players at the football club for every place to win tonight, and we just simply haven't been good enough. So, that's it. It's now down to players to show that they really want to achieve something. They've still got every chance. Whoever plays on Saturday has got to stand up and be counted and make sure that we go there and we put in a good performance. Tonight we had a bad night. We haven't reached our levels, and that's why we got beat.
And Bradley Gray, top goal scorer, was taken off as well. Was that through injury or a tactical?
Yeah, he's injured. He's got a whack in the chest, ribs. Said he couldn't breathe. So no choice really. He couldn't run, so he had to come off.
And Winchester next. What are you hoping will be different this time round?
Well, we know what they're about. They've beaten us here in the FA Cup easily, and then we've played really well against them and beat them in the league. So I think we know what we're up against. They've obviously got the league's top goal scorer in the ranks, so we're going to have to try and keep him quiet, which is easier said than done. But it's not just about Warren Bentley. They've got a lot of good players at the football club. They've strengthened. They've brought new players in. And they'll be very disappointed to go to Banbury and lose. So they're going to be in exactly the same situation as we are now, desperate to win their next game. And we'll see which team can get themselves ready for the game on Saturday, because it's a massive game now. We've got after that. We've got Mangotsfield here, then we've got Burnham and Bashley. I think we go to Wimborne, which is always tough, and then we got Bashley and Burnham. So we've just got to. We have to take this away, analyse it, not be too disappointed, but understand why it's happened and try and put that right quickly. And as I say, we had too many players tonight that weren't at their level, and it wasn't just one or two. It was more than that, and that's why they've come out on top.
Dave, thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.